Welcome to the brief presentation of ISO 13485 requirements. We are going to discuss clause number 7.2, customer-related processes. Customer-related processes. Customer requirements. Determination of requirements related to product. Determine product requirements. Clarify your product requirements. Identify requirements specified by your customers. Identify requirements dictated by your product's intended use. Identify requirements imposed by your regulatory bodies. Identify requirements defined by your organization. The organization shall determine a. Requirements specified by the customer, including the requirements for delivery and post-delivery activities. b. Requirements not stated by the customer but necessary for specified or intended use, as known. c. Applicable regulatory requirements related to the product. d. Any user training needed to ensure specified performance and safe use of the medical device. e. Any additional requirements determined by the organization. Review of requirements related to product. Review your product requirements. Evaluate product requirements before you accept orders. Review product requirements before you supply products. Verify product requirements before you agree to accept orders. Confirm that product requirements can be met before you proceed. Maintain a record of your product requirement reviews. The organization shall review the requirements related to product. This review shall be conducted prior to the organization's commitment to supply product to the customer, for example, submission of tenders, acceptance of contracts or orders, acceptance of changes to contracts or orders, and shall ensure that a. Product requirements are defined and documented. b. Contract or order requirements differing from those previously expressed are resolved. c. Applicable regulatory requirements are met. d. Any user training identified in accordance with is available or planned to be available. e. The organization has the ability to meet the defined requirements. Records of the results of the review and actions arising from the review shall be maintained. When the customer provides no documented statement of requirement, the customer requirements shall be confirmed by the organization before acceptance. When product requirements are changed, the organization shall ensure that relevant documents are amended and that relevant personnel are made aware of the changed requirements. Communication. Communicate product requirements. Plan arrangements to communicate with customers. Document your customer communication arrangements. Implement your customer communication arrangements. Maintain your customer communication arrangements. Establish arrangements to communicate with regulatory authorities. Use your arrangements to communicate with regulatory authorities. The organization shall plan and document arrangements for communicating with customers in relation to a. Product information. b. Inquiries. Contracts or order handling, including amendments. c. Customer feedback, including complaints. d. Advisory notices. The organization shall communicate with regulatory authorities in accordance with applicable regulatory requirements. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Please give us your suggestions and feedback by an email.